Hello everybody, today's video is going to be an updated Meet My Rats video. I've been wanting to do this video for quite a while but never really got the chance to. A lot has changed since my last Meet My Rats video. Unfortunately, Pepper as well as Maggie passed away, but we also added 2 new rats to the family that I've never introduced to you before. I did once in a different video, but that was no one wants to watch a 20-minute long video. It was a vlog. And some rats are very skittish as well, so they won't be too thrilled with me handling them. So we're going to start off this video with Jello. Jello is my 2-year-old girl. I got her and her sister Sage when they were both 4 weeks old. Jello is my heart rat, meaning that me and her have a special bond. She loves coming out and exploring and just likes to sit on my shoulder. I bring her basically everywhere with me. Every time I walk around the house or something, she's always there with me. So I got her and her sister from a lab, my school lab, when I was in college. They were going to be euthanized and I decided to take them. And some of you may know from my past videos, Millie. Millie is Jello and Sage's aunt. I don't know if that matters any. But Jello is definitely special to me. She's been through everything with me. And I just love her. So she did become pregnant. She was a mom at one point, which you'll meet some of her babies soon. But she's very loving and caring and doesn't care about anything really. Every time I have little kids over, she's always the one that I let them hold because she's so sweet and so kind and loving, and she just loves life. So that is Jello. So the next rat is Sage. Sage is the same age as Jello. She is Jello's sister. I got her from the same lab at the same time. She is a little more skittish, just because she had a little incident when she was a baby with one of the girls I used to hang out with. So she's a little skittish, but she's 2 years old, Siamese or Himalayan, and she can be sweet when she wants to, but she'd rather go hide somewhere. So you guys are probably wondering when these Siamese/Himalayans are going to disappear, because there's so many of them. They never end. So this is Tinsel. She is Jello's baby, one of Jello's babies. She does have a darker point. She is almost 2 years old. She is kind of like Jello, where she is very loving and cuddly, but she has super long nails, and I just can't cuddle with her anymore because of her nails. So she is Jello's baby, one of them. She has ruby eyes, unlike Jello and Sage, who have red eyes. So her eyes are a little darker, as well as her point. She doesn't want to sit still. Her point on her face is much darker as well, and her little butt point right there. So that is Tinsel. So I know all these rats are starting to look the same. They will be changing in a moment. But this is Clover. This is Jello's other baby. She is, again, 2 years old because she is Tinsel's sister. She is a little different than all the others just because she has a little dark spot on her back. But she is very skittish. She doesn't like to be handled very much. And she also has a memory tumor. Clover has to be one of my favorites, even though she doesn't like to be cuddled or anything. And she has super long nails. Ouch. Ouch. But yeah, me and her kind of have a special bond. But she doesn't like to be handled very much. She doesn't like to be high off the ground like this. Got a ratty mustache and she's on my back. So yeah, there is Clover. So finally a different color of rat. This is Wonder Child, also known as Wonder as I call her. She is a cinnamon merle, and I got her from a rescue. She's a little different than the others. I got her from a rat rescue, and she was unable to be introduced with other rats as she was very aggressive. but I actually got her to be with my 5 rats, or my 4 rats, and now she is the last one of my 5 rats. She is almost 2 years old. She's the same age as Tinsel and Clover, and she just likes to sit here. She's perfectly content with sitting right here, but she's super sweet. She's definitely different than the others. She's white with like agouti markings as well as like this little black spot, and she has black eyes. So now we're going to be moving on to the other 4 rats. The ones that I just shown you were my 5 rats that are living in my room in this Critter Nation. But now I'm going to show you the other 4 rats that live in the hallway. So yeah, let's begin. So this is Pudding. Pudding is almost 3 years old. She is a capped rat, a black capped rat. And she's actually my sister's, but for the time being I'm taking care of her. She's very super sweet, and I think my sister got her from a breeder. I'm not entirely sure. But she also had a sister, Pepper, who unfortunately had to be put to sleep because of a large mammary tumor. And she's very weird. She doesn't like wet food. So I can't feed her fruits or wet veggies because she just won't eat them. She's very OCD. And she's very tiny. She's always been tiny her whole life. And she'll be staying tiny probably for the rest of her life. So that is Pudding. She loves giving kisses. So next up is Oddball. Oddball is a variegated hood, I guess it's an agouti variegated hooded rat. I don't know how to say that in one line. But she is a Dumbo. She's also a Rex, which means her coat is very curly and fluffy, and she's not very soft. So Oddball was rescued with her mom, Maggie, from a rescue. So she is a year old now. She's exactly a year old now. I still consider her the baby of the rats just because she's still very active and loves to run around, and when I got her she was a little baby. She's not very little anymore. She's getting much bigger. But unfortunately her mom, Maggie, passed away on Christmas Day. She did get a little depressed once her mom died, but she's slowly regaining trust and love. And she's the only Rex that I have, and she's the first Dumbo. Look at her. So that is her. And now second to last is Tail. Tail is, I should have done this in order. Tail is a Himalayan. She's about 2 months old or 3 months old. She is a Himalayan, and she's super soft. So I got her and her sister Tattle from a breeder. I got her first. I wanted to introduce her to Pudding and Oddball. And then I kind of just fell in love, and then I went back to that same breeder and got her sister Tattle. So this is Tail. She's a little spunky. She's kind of like Jello and loves to be cuddled, and she loves to give kisses. And she's very playful and exploring, but that's just what babies do, I guess. She likes to play chase. So this is one of the new babies that I have. She is super soft and super cute and super loving. So that is her. So that is Tail. Hi, Tail. And now let's go on to Tattle. So this is Tattle. This is Tail's sister from the same breeder. She is around 3 months old. She is a blue Dumbo, and she is super calm and sweet and just loves to be hiding in my hair. So I'm going to let her. So I got her and Tail from the same breeder, as I said before. I wasn't planning on getting another one. I just wanted the one, which was Tail. And I went back and saw this little girl and decided to get her. And so now so now Tattle, Tail, and Pudding and Oddball are all combined into one cage. It did take a while just because Oddball has like a maternal instinct where she likes to pull on the tails of little babies. So we kind of had to wait until the babies were a little older, and they lived in half of this critter nation while Gracie lived in the top. It's all mixed around now. So yeah, that's all of these babies. I hope you enjoyed meeting my rats. Hopefully I could do another video of this with my pets in general, because I have 17 pets now, which is quite a lot that you guys only met 9 of them. So it would be nice if you guys met all of them. But I wanted the Meet My Rats video to be its own video, just so it won't be as long. It's probably very long right now as you're watching. But anyways, if you liked the video, please subscribe, please like, and please comment, and I will see you all next time. Bye!